A group of children stood around their group leader in the Easter egg hunt. They were excitedly trying to solve riddles to find the colorful eggs filled with candies and toys. Jewel, Gwen, and Cassidy sat off to the side, watching the children.
Do you remember when we used to be like them? Running around in the heat trying to find half-melted candy?
Yeah, it was fun though. I wonder how it all started anyway. The whole Easter Bunny story?
I'm not sure, but it's a delight for the kids.
I found 3 peanut butter cups! The next day was Friday, and Senshie and a worker at the church were organizing supplies for the upcoming Easter Sunday egg hunt.
So, what are your plans for today, Miss Clemmons? A message and then the hunt?
Oh, hello. No, I used to plan a message on the biblical story of Resurrection Sunday, but the kids only half listened, if that. Just sat impatiently waiting for the egg hunt. So now it's just a long egg hunt with a meal afterwards.
Senshie was stunned by this. An Easter event at a church with no biblical message at all?
But, Miss Clemmons, isn't that missing the whole point of the day? Isn't the egg hunt just a fun side activity and Jesus' resurrection the main focus?
It's like that for adults, yes, but all the kids see are plastic eggs and sugar.
Senshie looked down sadly as she filled another egg basket. Later, she got a call from Kishi while she was sitting outside with a picnic lunch.
Hi, Kishi. How are you?
I'm doing good. Missing you, of course. You sound a bit sad. Are you okay?
Just disappointed. The Sunday school is completely cutting out the Resurrection Sunday message and only doing an Easter egg hunt. It's so wrong to me.
It really is. Did Miss Clemmons say why?
Yes, she said that the kids don't listen.
I guess that's fair, but it's still no reason to cut it out. This is a church we're talking about.
Exactly. Oh, that's Koi coming this way. She asked if she could join me for lunch earlier. I'll talk to you later, Kishi.
Talk to you later, Senshie.
Senshie hung up, and Koi walked over with a bag of lunch. Thanks for letting me join you. I assume that was Kishi?
Yes, with all of the Easter prep at church, we haven't had much time together lately.
I'm sure when things calm down, you'll have more time again. How is the prep going? Senshie filled Koi in on what Miss Clemmons had said. Koi looked troubled.
By your expression, I take it you agree with me.
There shouldn't be an Easter egg hunt. At all!
What?
Do Do you know what the Easter Bunny really is?
Another Santa that leaves treats for children?
That's what's been put out there now for children, but the original story is that it's a goddess. A worshipped goddess. Senshie blinked, stunned.
So you're saying these egg hunts and the Easter celebration celebrate the goddess on Resurrection Sunday?
That's right.
We have to do something, Koi.
I know. And I will talk to Miss Clemmons about it. Koi went to find Miss Clemmons. She found the young woman sticking coins in plastic, pastel eggs in the shades of butter yellow, blush pink, periwinkle, and more. May I speak with you, Miss Clemmons?
Oh, yes. Are you a parent?
No, I'm a friend of Senshie's, and I helped with the Christmas play last year.
Oh, that's right. I remember you now. What can I do for you? If it's to help stuff these thousands of eggs, I would greatly appreciate it.
Unfortunately, it's not. And you shouldn't either. This event celebrates a goddess on church grounds, on a day that is supposed to celebrate Jesus rising from death.
What?
The Easter Bunny is originally a goddess, and these egg hunts celebrate her. To replace your message about the true story of this day with a bunny goddess's egg hunt is just wrong!
But the kids. They'll all go to other churches that do egg hunts, and that will lose a lot of people.
That may be, which is sad. But what's more important? A large group going hungry, or a small group being fed?
What does that have to do with it? There's always a meal.
No! There hasn't been a meal. A real meal in quite some time. Pleasing the audience with such activities as the egg hunt instead of spreading the true meaning of this holiday leaves people hungry. At first, they hunger for the truth. But at some point, they've been hungry for so long, they aren't anymore. They no longer are interested and fall into the same pattern as the rest of the world. Falling into a people-pleasing trap will make more fall than rise.
I guess you're right. Well, I never thought of it that way.
But I may have a compromise that may please all parties.
You do?
Yes, I do. Soon, Sunday itself came, and many excited kids came up with their colorful baskets ready for the long-awaited egg hunt. Miss Clemmons stepped up to the mic, adjusted her glasses, and then looked over the crowd.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I know you've been waiting a while for our annual egg hunt, but this year is going to be a little different. No need to be disappointed. We'll still be having an egg hunt, but instead of candy and toys, there will be something much more valuable inside.
Koi stepped up. That's right. You will be given clues that will be parts of the Resurrection Sunday story, and each one will be due to an egg. In that egg will be something that has to do with the part of the story you read. Whoever finds the most wins and gets a basket of chocolate crosses. A chorus of cheers filled the yard, and the kids gathered around for the first clue. Very early on Sunday morning, the women went to the tomb, picking the spices they had prepared. The kids all looked to each other. That's your first clue. Good luck! The kids all spent a while talking about the clue or searching, when a young boy said, "Oh, I found it!" A little hut had an egg in it full of herbal fragrances such as lavender, peppermint, etc. Great job! The hut, an enclosure to take the place of a tomb, had an egg of spices, and inside should be your next clue.
They found that the stone had been rolled away from the entrance. So they went in, but they didn't find the body of the Lord Jesus. As they stood there puzzled, two men suddenly appeared to them, clothed in dazzling robes.
That's your next clue. Good luck. The kids took off. After a while, they found the angel figures that had special robes on had an egg hidden behind them. Inside was a small angel wing clip. Great job! Who wants to read the next clue? A little boy stepped up. Let's see where the next one is. The women were terrified and bowed with their faces to the ground. Then the men asked, "Why are you looking among the dead for someone who is alive? He isn't here! He is risen from the dead! Remember what he told you back in Galilee? That the Son of Man must be betrayed into the hands of sinful men and be crucified, and that he would rise again on the third day." The kids searched and found that taped to April 3rd on the calendar was an egg. Inside was a small cross charm. Koi stepped up to the mic. Everyone was told what happened, and it was true. Jesus had risen from the dead. After all, he overcame death and sin. Before, death was the punishment for sin. But Jesus died to free us from that punishment. He saved us from death and sin and allowed us to have a relationship with Him and God. No bunny goddess would ever do that. Keep these treasures you have found today and remember this story. And now, Miss Clemmons will announce the winner of the egg hunt! Miss Clemmons walked up.
The winner is Charlene. Great job.
Applause roared as a young girl bounced over to get her basket of chocolate crosses.
Great job to everyone who participated.
As the kids settled for lunch, Senshie and Kishi went over to Koi, Gwen, Jewel, and Cassidy.
Better. I had no idea that was what I was celebrating as a kid. I like this version much better.
I agree. They learned what they needed without losing the egg hunt they love.
Me too.
I'm glad. Now, let's dig into the strawberry pie Senshie made.